Welcome everybody to vidIQ, and this week we're going to help you earn some more money through the power of affiliates. Let's do this.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the vidIQ weekly live stream. My name is Rob, and here at vidIQ, our aim is to educate you on your YouTube journey through not only the YouTube channel that you're watching right now today, but also through our vidIQ Chrome extension that is free to download, and there is a link in the description. But what we want to do today is talk about when you started to develop your channel a little bit, and maybe you're focusing on particular products or services. How can you leverage that to earn more income? And what we want to talk about is affiliate marketing or affiliates in general. I'm joined today, of course, as always, by our resident YouTube expert, skateboarding geek, gardening guru, Jeremy Vest in the house. Jeremy, how are you today?
Doing great.
Awesome. Jeremy's doing great. We're going to be talking about affiliates for the next 5 to 10 minutes, and then right after that, we are going to be auditing your channels like we do every single Tuesday. There is a link in the video description. Click on it, fill out the form, and we will audit your channels very, very soon. But first of all, Jeremy, we wanted to talk about affiliates because we have a bit of an announcement that we're going to talk about after the power of affiliates. But for the complete layman, somebody who doesn't understand what an affiliate is at all, briefly explain what affiliate marketing is for a video creator.
So essentially, affiliate marketing is you love a product, you believe in a product, and the company behind that product gives you a link that you can use to encourage other people to purchase that product. And then you get a commission, usually between 10 and 30% of the money that people spend on that product. And for the company, it's free advertising, right? So you're helping to get more products or services sold, and in return, they're going to give you a typically 10 to 30% commission. So it's really, if you're doing YouTube or videos, it's passive income because you're essentially just putting it in your links, you're putting in your description, you're talking about making videos about it. And then, that video is done and you go to sleep. And hopefully the idea is people that believe in you will purchase that product with your link so that the company knows that the sale came from you.
So just as a very simple example, hashtag not sponsored, it might be something along the lines of, hey, everybody, welcome back to vidIQ. And have you noticed how crisp and deep and bassy my voice sounds? That's because I use one of these, a Blue Yeti microphone. I know it looks black, but they come in different colors. It's awesome. I use it every single week, and I'm sure you can hear from my voice and my tone that it sounds beautiful. And this costs just $150, and you can get it from the link in my video description. If you click on it, I'll be honest with you, this is a full disclaimer, I get a little bit of a commission, a little bit of a kickback, 20%, but that helps you, the awesome audience, support this channel by buying a microphone just like this. Now, of course, this was not a real advertisement, of course, though we do use microphones. Jeremy's got a Rode podcaster, so you can judge yourself which microphone sounds best. But that's essentially how it works, isn't it? People promoting products and services, and through that, the link might be live for, 20, 48 hours after somebody's clicked it, especially on the Amazon links. And let's say the microphone costs $150. I might get $15, 10% commission from Amazon. And like you say, the benefit of this is that once you've made the video, let's say you're getting like AdSense from this as well, so maybe a couple of dollars over the course of a month. All you need to do is sell one microphone and you'll get 10 times the amount of affiliate income from that. And I think that's where the real power is with affiliate marketing, isn't it? Once you've built value with your audience, you can make so much more money, like many income sources beyond AdSense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know a lot of people that make $15,000, $20,000 a month with affiliate marketing. Now, a lot of people are kind of snake oil salesmen in affiliate marketing, and it's a lot of BS out there. So just be cautious. But at the end of the day, if you have an audience, whether it's big or small, that believe in you, you can potentially, sell the products that you believe in, that that's the thing, right? Don't sell stuff that's not good or people won't believe in you long term. But if you really believe in something, you might as well try to sell that thing. Peter McKinnon does a very good job with this. He lists all his gear and has Amazon affiliate links in all of his descriptions. And there's no telling with, 2 million plus 3 million subscribers, whatever he has now, there's no telling how much just passive income he's making every month. It would not shock me if it was like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month.
I think one of the most successful people in our industry is probably, you would agree, Sean Cannell. He has a long history on making videos like which are the best camera for YouTubers, and he'll go into a lot of depth. He'll spend 15 minutes talking about the product and like the real benefits and the cons. It's not just selling the product per se. He is giving you an honest opinion about it, but there just happens to be those links if somebody's interested in buying it. And I'm sure all of you who've watched YouTube have at some point been influenced by a video creator to say, yeah, I want that. I remember I was watching a video by somebody, I forget their name, I think it's Mondo, who did a fantastic video on the Osmo DJI Pocket. And from that video, I thought, I want one of these. And I went out and bought it, and then I never used it and I sold it. But that's not the point. The point is that the video itself was so good and it was so powerful. And it talked about the detractors and the cons, but the video was done so well that it made me buy the product. And we're not just talking about physical items here, are we, Jeremy? We're talking about intangible services, like vidIQ, for example. Yeah, I mean, what more can we say about like services and things that people use?
Yeah, I mean, there's advertising agencies, for example. There's all kinds of services that you can resell. Typical for an advertising agency, 10 to 15% commission. So look, if you're relying on trying to make money from your YouTube channel and you're relying on AdSense, you are doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I would have a series of 5 to 10 different ways that I can create sales. I would do brand deals. I would do AdSense. I would do affiliate marketing. I'd probably have my own products or services because you're going to make the most, money with your own thing, right? So I would have just 5 to 10 things that I'm trying to make money from. And that's like any solid business. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. So we're not saying this is affiliate marketing is the best thing in the world, but we are saying as you're building an audience, it's very possible to diversify your income and make more income from being an affiliate for a software company or a hardware company that you believe in.
Jeremy, if you could just move a little bit to your right, about 4 or 5 inches, just to make sure that you're fully centered. That's beautiful. All right, so what we're going to do is just line up, summarize what we've talked about here. That's not the right button. It's that one. So we're talking about the power of affiliates, and this is a very basic introduction here. As we've said, you can make a lot more money from affiliate marketing. Usually 5-10x you might make from AdSense if you're just talking about the products and services and leaving a link in your video description. You also got more control over your income. We talk about AdSense. What's the thing that can change with YouTube? They click a finger and now all of a sudden your content is demonetized. That isn't what YouTube can fully do with your affiliate linking. If you're abusing the system, then YouTube could still start to maybe impact your content if you're doing too much like affiliate links, just plastering it all over the screen, or your description is nothing but links. You need to be use your common sense there. But the more you put into affiliate marketing, the more you get back, and there's no direct control over through someone like YouTube. Another thing is you build business relationships. I mean, I think I might illustrate the most extreme version of an affiliate marketer, because when I was making videos on my own channel, I made a video about vidIQ, and within like 24 hours, vidIQ got in contact with me and wanted me to make more videos for vidIQ, and now I am essentially the person who works for vidIQ promoting their content. So that went very quickly from affiliate linking to like a business relationship, and now like Jeremy and I myself represent vidIQ like we are doing just now, enjoying perks and benefits. Like say you're getting free review products potentially for affiliate marketing, or they're giving you a higher tier of service, whether it's customer feedback, or the opportunity to do things, which we're going to reveal a little bit in a second. And of course, that big word, passive income. The fact that you can make a video and go to sleep and still earn money while you're not doing anything with the content is an unbelievable way to build a business, as Jeremy has said. And with all that being said, Jeremy, this is hopefully a nice segue into something that we want to talk about. We're just revamping it here. And what is that?
All right, that's the new vidIQ affiliate program. What's pretty cool about that is we're going to have 3 levels, and essentially we're going to have the normal, associate level, and then if you sell over 10 subscriptions to vidIQ, you'll actually become an influencer, a vidIQ influencer, and if you sell over 51 sales for vidIQ, then you actually become what is it called?
An ambassador, a vidIQ ambassador.
A vidIQ ambassador, which was really cool because we'll actually possibly feature you on our channel, on our blog, on our new podcast coming out next week. So, being an ambassador for vidIQ has a lot of perks. We're about to hit 330,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So, definitely want to look at that if you're interested at all, and if you believe in vidIQ. You probably wouldn't be here if you didn't.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom of this page, if you go to vidIQ.com/affiliate, we actually have a success guide, and basically we found the best affiliates we have, people like Sean Canal. And we took this and made a success guide based on what's working the best for them.
Awesome. So, yeah, as we've said, vidIQ, we want to help grow your channel. Once we've done that, we want to help you earn money. So if you think that vidIQ has tremendous value for you, then obviously it has tremendous value for other video creators just like you. So just associating yourself with vidIQ, promoting our tools on your channel, and getting those affiliate links and earning that passive income. As Jeremy says, you could potentially in the future be sat in Jeremy's seat and auditing channels just like Jeremy does, and being able to promote your own content and your own skills and services. Like we often get asked here, Jeremy, don't we? We often get asked, can you audit our channel? We would love you to do a personal audit, and that's just something we cannot do. We're so busy. But imagine if you were here and it's like you want to say, yeah, I could audit some channels potentially in the future. Contact me directly. Just as an idea, that's something that could be really powerful as one of the vidIQ ambassadors. So yeah, we're really excited about the affiliates. There's a link in the video description, of course, if you want to find out more information about that. But yeah, affiliates. A lot of channels do this, and vidIQ affiliate program is just one of those ways.
Someone was just saying in the comments, I wish I could afford Boost. Well, guess what? If you sell over 10 cells for vidIQ, you get Boost free.
Yeah, we because you obviously have success with the program and you're selling it to others, we want you to have it for free and promote it even more. So as we said, perks is definitely one of the things with the affiliate program. So that's it, folks. That is our brief look at affiliate marketing and how it can earn more money for your channel. But what we're going to do now is jump into our regular business here on the Tuesday live stream, which is auditing your own channels. There is a form in the video description. Jeremy, I don't know if you can believe this, but once I put that link in, we went from 6 submissions to nearly 100 submissions, like in the space of a few minutes. So incredible response as always. Thank you very much. We're going to try and get through as many of these as possible this week. Do not ask for a review or an audit in the live chat, because simply Jeremy and I are not looking at this as we are auditing. And if you do it too much, you may get put in timeout or banned by our wonderful moderators. Super chats, while welcome, do not guarantee you a review, because we don't want to create a financial barrier to this. As always, apologies in advance if we can't review your channel, because we get 100 plus a week as we're looking at here. If we don't audit your channel this week, then you can enjoy our awesome vidIQ Chrome extension, which I'm just jumping to the screen here. So if I click on this button here, which is channel audits, hopefully if my internet is working well, it will give you a full report card on your channel. All of this awesome information, which unfortunately actually, because the internet is not working properly. But when it is, it gives you like a full breakdown of everything that is on your channel. It's one of the most powerful marketing tools, I think, anywhere on the planet. And yeah, when we audit your channels, if you are selected, our opinions are always based off of first impressions. We're looking at it in the same way that a new viewer looks at your channel. So sometimes we misinterpret things or we get it wrong, but that's just from how we're looking at things. And Jeremy, point 7, I mean, we talk about this, even if your channel is not selected, 75% of the advice still applies to you. And why is that, Jeremy?
Yeah, I think it's because if you internalize what me and Rob do, you can see it's a formula. We talk about the banner and thumbnails and your messaging and your titles and the, answering questions people are asking. It's a formula that we do. So why don't you, instead of complaining about not getting a channel audit, why don't you take and internalize all of the questions we're asking every single time and answers we're giving every single time, apply it to your channel, and you're going to be a lot better off than us giving you a channel audit. So that's my challenge to you guys.
I love the way Jeremy always answers that question. He always puts it far better than I could ever possibly do. And finally, the advice given is from our experience on the YouTube platform. I do not consider myself a YouTube expert per se, even though I have like a official certified status. I always feel as if the advice I give people is through my experience working on a platform, and that may not work for everybody, but if you at least know the rules and the guidance of what should be done, and if that doesn't work for you, don't be afraid to break it. Do something completely different and wild, and that may work for your YouTube channel. With all that being said, Jeremy, are we ready to actually jump into this thing that we like to do, which is channel review, channel audits? Just showing you the shirt there again. All right then, I'm going to press the button, which means that the transition is coming up on screen. And for Jeremy, if I click the share button, he should be able to see my screen. Can you confirm that?
Yes.
Okay, one more button to get Jeremy's face on screen in static form. All right, we're going to look at this first one here, which is Ashwin Deshmukh. Channel with 10 subscribers, and I just want you folks to look at the channel banner here and tell me, what is this channel about? Because when I look at it, I just see a wall of text and like different keywords like productivity, digital marketing, WordPress, funnels, online business development. It's like woof, information overload, so many things to so many people. And I think if I was to ask Jeremy here what he might change about the channel, I think Jeremy's answer is likely going to be ...
One thing. One focus.
Thing, yeah. What is your focus exactly? Tell us a bit more about this.
Business and WordPress and digital marketing and one thing. You can only do one thing in life. What would that be?
I think absolutely, yeah. And especially for a smaller channel who's trying to break out into the YouTube universe. So much information, switching between so many topics and looking at your posting schedule. It looks as if you're maybe doing 2 or 3 videos a month. And let's see, you talked about PLR products, whatever that is. And we've not got another video on PLR products. So if somebody subscribed for that reason, is there any reason they're going to come back for a future video if it's not for another 2 or 3 months? Likely not. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to say here, Jeremy, isn't it? Pick the topic that you're strongest with and then go 2 inches wide, a mile deep. That is a phrase now that's ingrained in my head, and I absolutely love it. Jeremy, any thoughts on thumbnails in general?
Yeah, in general, I would say the thumbnails are just too busy. They really lack focus. So when they're very small, like they are in this screen, it's just very, very difficult to see what something's about. Also, like PLR profits, I don't know if people know what that is or not. Maybe they do. But I would just have less text, less things on your thumbnail, and more focus.
Lower down here, we did see some examples of where the creator, maybe they were talking about just one topic, which was builderall, whatever that is, and they were in a thumbnail, and there was some text. Would you say those are better than the ones later on, which seem to be a mishmash of thumbnails that just look like videos from completely different video creators? So there seems to be a bit of consistency here, but then
absolutely.
they
I would say the second one in the middle, down from the top, go up a little bit.
Not that one.
Earnings calculator, 49.90.
Ah, right. Yes. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. The one in the middle, second row. There we go.
Yeah.
That one's probably the best because your face is bigger and there's less text. So I would say that direction is probably going to work a lot better for you. Go look at the click-through rate of that thumbnail compared to the rest in the new Studio Beta and let us know, is the click-through rate higher? I believe it will be.
All right, so Ash Deshmukh, we hope you found some useful advice there, which seems to be focus and making your thumbnails a bit more consistent with this Builderall earnings calculator being a good template for that. Next channel we're going to look at, if I can find my next channel bell, which I can. It is GS Tennis News Today, a sports channel it looks like here with over 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations to you on hitting that. Some interesting things going on here with the channel banner. I don't know why it's sort of been chopped off at the top there, but maybe you could just zoom in things a little bit here. Your number one source for in-depth tennis news. Anything interesting here, Jet? I spotted something when I've done a bit more research here, but is there anything you're noticing here before I pick up on some interesting things I've done with a little bit of research here on this
one
channel?
thing I would say for the banner at the top, I would say that yellow really doesn't feel Tennessee to me. So my first initial response when I came to this, I had no idea this was tennis. And because your font, the Tennis News Today, is so narrow, visually within the first 3 seconds, I did not actually pick up the word tennis because there were so many competing elements. Not just because I'm old, but because the people and the color of yellow were actually competing with my eye and my brain more than the word tennis. So I don't know. I just don't think this yellow, I just don't think the whole vibe looks like tennis. Maybe someone should be hitting a racket. Maybe it should be a different color like green, but definitely make it feel like tennis up there at the banner and have bigger fonts and less text overall.
Okay, what do you think about the content here? Because the channel's got 1,000 subscribers, but look at the views here. We've got some 10,000 views, 6,000 views, 3,000 views. Looks as if the channel's been successful here, and maybe following really trending news content here in the world of tennis.
Yeah, it seems phenomenal. You know what I'm going to say my fear is, right?
Yep.
My fear is that they're using copyrighted content to tell these stories.
Okay, so when I clicked on one of these videos, we're just going to quickly look at one of these videos here for 10 seconds. So I'll click on this one, for example, which has got 10,000 views, and I'll go halfway through it and we'll see what we're seeing here. If my internet works today, it seems to be really slow for some reason, which is quite unusual. Come on, knock, knock. No, it looks as if my internet is not going to work well enough here to look at the video. I'll just try one more time.
He said he wants to, quote, kill incident. Fabio went on to win 10 out of the next 11 games. In doing this, he made a conscious effort to make more return of serves and increase his first.
Still images, so not footage.
Which is really smart, but I still am not sure they're allowed to use them.
Okay, I mean, there's a lot. We do see this a lot in wrestling channels as well, that people use static images. So there is always that question of copyright. Now, here's what I found out, Jeremy, when I did a bit more research here, because I was looking at the subscriber counts, I was looking at the view counts, I was thinking, what's going on here? And so I started to look at the likes to dislikes, and then I looked at the numbers, like 61 likes, 6,000 views, 1,000 likes, only 1,000 views, 11 likes. So there may be some paid advertising potentially going on here with AdWords and things. What are our general thoughts on channels maybe using official services such as AdWords to promote a smaller channel to get more views, but not necessarily the engagement?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a business or a brand and you're trying to establish, a presence on YouTube, I think there are times that it definitely makes sense to have paid advertisements to grow your channel. In this particular instance, I don't see this being a time. I would rather see it organically happen.
Yeah, you want to be building a community, I guess.
And he said he
just
wants
looking at this video again, which has 10,000 views. The likes and dislikes have been hidden, but the engagement rate here of 30 comments in 10,000 views. So you're generating a bit of conversation, but is that really enough to build the channel? We don't know. And how much you're spending on it, those are all sort of questions we would be asking. So going forward, it's a channel which has been around for about, let's see, so they started taking this seriously about 3 months ago. And the channel's building, but how to sustain it. And Jeremy, you were saying like the color scheme and things maybe needed to adjusted, and just checking that you're using material that is freely available to use for your content is going to be the questions we're asking there. Next channel we're going to look at here then is Cyprus's channel, 77,000 subscribers, so a big channel here. And if we're just looking at this on first impressions, Jeremy, what are the key things that we can see here?
I will say that the biggest thing I see is there's just a lot going on, unboxings, QR codes, and reviews. I do like the overall, the banner art, and I like I think it's pretty good, but I would just say that the channel's about too many things.
So we have, I think it's Beyblades. I know nothing about this, but it also looks as if they're trying to maybe trend warp this with like memes and things, assuming that these images are used in sort of some of their content. Another interesting thing here, English and Portuguese. I think this is a multi-language channel. Now, when you're saying it's about too many things, are you meaning like just graphically, thumbnail-wise, or you think perhaps the content is covering too many things as well?
I think it's confusing. Like, for example, I'm not sure about the content, but I would rather it just say whatever those things are. Yeah. What are those things called?
Beyblades. So I think it's unboxing, getting codes for Beyblades, and maybe reviewing that item.
But it doesn't say that.
Right.
Maybe it does at the very, very top. So I would literally just say Beyblades, reviews, QR codes, whatever. But I don't know. I think there's a messaging issue within the banner itself.
All right, let's look at these thumbnails. And the channel seems fairly healthy. They're getting about 5,000 to 10,000 views per video. But could we somehow maybe give some advice here on the thumbnails? For example, this one. I'm just going to focus on this one as a particular example using the magnifying glass.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, in other countries like in Portugal and Brazil, and especially in India, people use a lot more text, and thumbnails are a lot busier in other countries. I'm really not sure why, if it's a cultural thing or if people just use more text in other countries. But more than anything, I would simply just say less is going to be more in your thumbnails, and you're going to get a higher click-through rate typically if the Beyblade was the focus and then the hero, and then use just less words.
So if we compare it versus this one here in the middle, which really is just about one Beyblade, it looks like.
That
really sharp focus.
Thumbnail looks perfect to me because I see the logo. I know what it is. There's action. There's excitement with the wispy white,
these little
stuff
things here,
going around. To me, that's a near perfect thumbnail.
Versus this one where we've got a Beyblade thing that we can't really recognize. There's 2 characters stood next to it, but I can't really notice them. 4K, I don't know why that item's in there. QR codes, which are going to be, you're not going to be able to translate them at those. That's that size. And then text at the bottom, which is covered over, the collab bit is covered over by the timestamp. So there's a good contrast there between what we would traditionally feel are good thumbnails and bad thumbnails. And I was just interested to look at the most popular videos. So these
and let's not
like
forget real quick that he has 77,000 subscribers and he's kicking butt. So
I want
to make sure you guys realize we think he is doing a phenomenal job. I mean, there are a few things we think he could do a little better.
The channel focus is spot on. It's like a Beyblade. You're probably like the number one or one of the biggest channels on Beyblades for a Portuguese language. Absolutely. And you've you've been doing this for at least a year, probably longer, and this is all you focus on, so your audience knows exactly what you want, which is absolutely perfect. But yeah, we're just looking at how we can the average video for this video creator, instead of getting maybe 5 to 10,000 views like these videos here, they may be able to get 10 to 15,000 views just by getting that click-through rate on their content. So yeah, I mean, Cypress channel, you're doing awesome. We just want to get you to 100,000 subscribers quicker than potentially you may be doing now. All right, next channel we are going to look at is a first gaming channel here, Gasoline Patrick Leica. So this looks to be a channel maybe about Call of Duty 3, at least from the channel banner, but the channel banner doesn't say what the channel is about. We got some kill montages, whatever this is, and so yeah, we have a channel sort of a couple of months old, over 30 subscribers. Are we going to say the usual things here, Jeremy? Like, what is a channel focus? Are you just finding yourself on YouTube right now? There's some interesting consistency in the thumbnails that I like not too much text in some of these, arrow pointing, emoji, shocking looks. I think there's some good foundations here. Anything else we can maybe touch on? Yeah,
I think you're definitely, finding yourself, right? You're just getting started. So far so good. Keep on going. As you go forward, make sure that you find a focus, whether it is Fortnite funny moments or TikTok styled content like the or whatever that you're trying to do. Just go deep, focus, and have fun. I mean, at the end of the day, 99% of us will not make a living on YouTube, but it will be part of our lives and we'll have a great time. So enjoy yourself, keep on going, don't give up. And I think this is a very good start to a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I think with a number of videos you have, the thumbnails are certainly running at hundreds of subscribers, if not thousands of subscribers. Channel focus. Decide where you're really going to get that 2 inches wide, a mile deep type of focus for your videos. All right, folks, that is the first round of channel audits. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to load up some more of your channels while we take this break. And during this break, you're going to get an opportunity to find out what the affiliate program is all about. Jeremy, you are on radio silence for a couple of minutes, but we will be back very soon. Hello, I'm Rob, and welcome to vidIQ. You may have seen me on the vidIQ YouTube channel. I'm a video creator just like you, and we all understand the importance of diversifying our income so we're not solely reliant on YouTube AdSense, because it can disappear just like that. That's where vidIQ's affiliate program can play a role. We've helped you grow your channel, now let us help you earn an income. By sharing the power of vidIQ with your audience, you can earn passive income that tops up your bank account even when you sleep. And let's face it, who doesn't want to wake up to more cash? But we're not just about making money, we want to make you part of the vidIQ family. As more people sign up to vidIQ through your affiliate program, you will gain more free perks from us that include expert one-on-one consultation for your YouTube channel, a custom vidIQ URL, and free access to our top tier vidIQ Boost package. And once you are part of the vidIQ family, we want you to share your wisdom. Imagine guest hosting on the vidIQ channel, which has over 300,000 subscribers, being interviewed for the vidIQ podcast, or writing a post on the vidIQ blog. We reach over 1 million people through vidIQ, and you could have access to that audience. And since we know you love vidIQ, you could help shape our future with early beta access to our brand new tools. On behalf of everybody here at vidIQ, thank you for joining the program, but more importantly, welcome to the family.
Yes.
Wow, did you see how quickly I changed my outfit there for that video? No, just kidding, that was a pre-recorded one. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, just loading up a couple more of your channels. Back soon.
touch. You guys, men only lie.
All right, then. Sorry about that, folks. My internet is going really slow here, so it's taking a while to load up some of the channels, but I think we are back in action now. So, Jeremy, if you're good to go, we'll go to the next channel, which is... Can you still see my screen, just to confirm?
Yes.
Yes, you can. All right, so the next channel we are looking at is when I press the right transition, here we go, the Wally DR podcast. UK weekly podcast, I think here, making atheists relatable with this channel banner. So if we just look at what's going on here, what do we make of this channel in terms of its YouTube appeal? And I'm asking that specifically because they tell us they are a podcast in the channel name.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like the consistency of the thumbnails, but I will say sometimes things can be too consistent. And I think this is one of those cases where it might actually be a tad too consistent.
Yeah, and looking at I think the format here is the thumbnail with a template image in the background with a name of perhaps a person who's on the podcast, but the text is pretty difficult to read when it's minimized. And I always call this a little bit of a notion of thumbnail wallpaper, whereby it's such a repeated pattern that you almost forget when you're looking at the thumbnail perhaps on the browse page and you think, I've seen that thumbnail, have I seen this video before? Because I just can't tell the difference. And I think another thing that may be missing here from each of the thumbnails is something that perhaps sums up the core topic of the podcast itself. Because we get these names and then we get like Godless Engineer and Topic Thunder. But I think there's perhaps something that could maybe sum up each of these topics, whatever it's about. And I feel that's missing as well. What about the distribution, the delivery of this content on YouTube? Is it good to just have each video be an hour 30 plus and put this on YouTube, or does the video creator maybe need to think about how they can better disseminate this information on the platform?
So that's a loaded question, but the first thing I would say is, did you guys know the #1 place people listen to music in the world online is now? And that is YouTube. If you go to music.youtube.com, you can have an experience without videos. YouTube is pretty much the largest provider of music listening in the world. And podcasts are part of music in a way. So I would say that podcasts are listened to on YouTube a lot. So the notion of having a hour and a half long, podcast on a video is not unusual in any means. I listened to a podcast that's 3 or 4 hours long about skateboarding and it's video. I'm a nerd, but it's not unusual. The question, though, I really have for them, or rather, I would say a solution, is they're not actually using many keywords in their titles. Okay. So I don't think people are actually finding their videos because they're not actually using keywords that people would type in. I would think something like atheist in the beginning of every single title.
Yes, because that is essentially their core topic. And as you say, DRP29 Shannon Q, you're absolutely right. Who would be searching for such a keyword in a
and I wouldn't even use DRP or the number at all on your titles, because on podcasts it makes sense to have the number, but on YouTube it doesn't really help you. So maybe you have the number, maybe you don't, but at the end of the day, it's about the person and the topic. So what are you answering? So let's just say you're talking about type in atheist real quick on YouTube.
Okay, Jeremy's testing my spelling skills, which are always atrocious when I am
atheist experience
live on air. Yeah. Okay. Should we just go for atheist or? Let's try that.
So there's one, atheist versus priest or preacher. The atheist experience is clearly another podcast.
It's completely dominating this this topic. Yeah,
really is. So, anyways, my point is figure out what questions people are asking about atheism, and then answer those questions with your podcasts, and then make those answers to questions people are asking the title of your podcast. And then with your thumbnails, take what that question is, the visual representation of that question, and add that to your thumbnail mix.
My final thought on this, Jeremy, and I think you are right. People do listen to long form content on YouTube. The counter argument I would have to that is that sometimes it's difficult to do especially for like a podcast, which is very much an audio experience, is that you would have to have maybe premium to be able to listen to the content on a mobile device when you like lock the device. But what I also think is that there's probably really valuable nuggets of information, like 4 or 5 minute core topics in each of these podcasts, where you could maybe take that out and repurpose the content for a very specific question that's been asked in one of his podcasts, and it gets answered, and then you can use the keywords like that. Just as an idea to maybe introduce the audience on YouTube who've never come into contact with your content before and thought, look at this and say something about atheism, but it's an hour and a half. I haven't really got time for that. I was just wanting maybe a quick answer to a question, which is maybe 2 or 3 minutes long. Perhaps that's an idea as an experimentation for the next podcast. Can you maybe clip it into 5 different things to put on YouTube? And also in that sense, you get more YouTube content. I mean, how often do they post? I'm presuming, they're posting a lot and are now live as we're auditing their channel. You could create like 2 or 3 pieces of content a day if you're creating an hour and a half podcast, 2 or 3 a week. So there's a potential for more volume of content there. So that was my approach to it. But I think both Jeremy and ours viewpoints there are very valid. Next channel then, we're looking at here, the Millionaire Mind. Over 700 subscribers on this one. Some really vibrant, powerful thumbnails here with the YouTuber look. Strong use of text. And this one is about, 1,000 subscriber shout out and giveaway. Most valuable best comments win. So you've kind of got like a little advertising thing on your channel banner now. So it's very current. And then subscribe to succeed online in 2019. What are your thoughts about this one? I mean, it probably covers affiliate marketing and earning income online, Jeremy. What do we think of this one?
I mean, all in all, if you look at like how to make $100 a day online, this is the typical type of thumbnail you will see. Yep. So it definitely seems like he has really studied his industry and he understands what people are going to click on. You can tell that he has a lot of color psychology built into his thumbnails as far as like making sure that people see them. Having said all that, I think that you are on par for your industry. Having said all that, I will just say a couple of things to you. And one of those things is it kind of looks cluttered and a tad, in my opinion, this is a little harsh, but I'm just being honest. It kind of looks a little cluttered and a little cheesy to me. And I think on one hand, you understand the color psychology enough to where you get why people would click on your thumbnails. But on the other hand, I think that you have to be careful to be taken seriously.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from there. I think when you want to watch content and there is this promise of earning income and money from it, you have to have this sense from the video creator that there's somebody that you can trust. And I mean, we've talked a lot about this, like videos are only clickbaity if then people click on them and then don't find value in it. And perhaps this does have some clickbaity elements to it. And when we look at your likes and dislikes, they're relatively high, and there's some which are orange, so maybe some people are disagreeing with the value. But what you're saying is that, especially in the world of marketing, there should be a perceived element of authority and professionalism, and these are kind of maybe targeting a slightly different audience, which might in the long run not work? Is that kind of where we're looking here?
Yeah, I would say that ultimately, for example, if you look at someone like Dan Lok, he does this type of thing, and he is taken seriously, even though he might be behind a Bentley or something. But it is a lot more elegant, in my opinion. And people pay him thousands of dollars many times a day, to buy his products and services. So I think what you could run into long term, which Rob pointed out, is people purchasing the products and things and trust in you could be diminished if you don't get a little more polished look.
But I think what we should say is that for a small channel that's been running for just under 6 months, the thumbnails themselves have a lot of credit to them, don't they? Like, very colourful. There's a lot of good foundations in there. Perhaps it's the pitch to your audience that may need tweaking in the long run. Yeah,
I would just say, like, refine your style so that you can make more money long term from people trusting you more. That's all. Very good job, though.
Yeah, and of course, Millionaire Mind. If you want to join our affiliate program and promote vidIQ, I think you are the perfect candidate for such a thing. But good luck on your journey, and yeah, hopefully you'll get to 1,000 subscribers soon so you can do that giveaway. All right, next channel we are looking at here is Lexi the Shepsky. I like that channel username. Congratulations on just hitting over 500 subscribers. And Jeremy, what is there not to love about a dog channel with all of these cute faces up here? But what I would say is, that as I immediately look at the channel, is this wonderful channel banner. The hero is obviously the Lexi, but that doesn't translate perfectly into her thumbnails. I think these thumbnails, some of them could do with a little more improvement. For example, I think a good example of a thumbnail is one right here. Let me just scroll down there so you can get a better look at this one. I think that's a really good example of a strong thumbnail for this channel. But then we got some slightly weaker ones here, like that one, which perhaps aren't quite as strong. What are your thoughts here on the general quality of the thumbnails?
Can you scroll down just a hair?
Yep.
All right, so scroll over the one with him eating the dog prank foot.
So which is that, left or right?
Right, third one down to the right. Go to the right more.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah.
So to me, that's like near the perfect thumbnail.
Yeah.
Because you have eyes, you have excitement, you have color in the background. I would say that if you were able to make your dog's face about that big every time and put color, because the dog is white, you really need to probably cut out the dog and put a color behind it, or he's literally just getting lost. The dog is getting lost in the background because he's so
in
white.
Some of these examples,
So that's a good example because you can see a separation between the dog and the color in the background. But I would say, like, Rob's right about bop the snout. Boop
the snoop.
Boop the snoop. Boop the snoop. But I would say the size of the face there is perfect and it's a great thumbnail. But if you could just have a pop of color behind the dog, it would do a lot better.
So looking at the channel's health, 500 subscribers, getting a nice amount of views here, like between 30 and 50% of our audience compared to subscribers. This is an interesting question I want to pitch to you here about passion, keyword, intent that we obviously push a lot about, but is that necessarily required in this channel? Because it's pretty much about this dog, and now it becomes more about storytelling. So would we agree here that keywords are not quite as important, or is there some way that we can maybe leverage that power a little bit for this channel, Jeremy?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, the biggest thing is always test.
So what might we be including here, like the breed of a dog, perhaps in some of the titles, and some of the things that may be difficult with such a dog, like whether it's taking it for a walk or like how to wash the dog. Are those sort of like the answering questions that people might be asking type of videos that may be worth including in the journey of this channel? Yeah, definitely.
If we could take just a minute and show people how we do keyword research on vidIQ, Rob, type in What kind of dog is this? Is this a
Let's look at the about
shepherd
section. Is it a white shepherd Siberian husky? Okay, right.
Okay. It's a Shepsky. So let's just use Siberian husky.
So Shepsky is a
thing.
Is a thing. Okay.
So there we go. You see on the drop down menu how there's all kinds of things. There's dogs, there's puppies, there's 101 for sale training, dog breed. So go ahead and type in Shepsky and hit enter. And what you're going to find on the right-hand side, the vidIQ tool is going to do a really good job of showing you what other terms.
German Shepskys, Jabanian Shepsky. Wow, that seems very specific.
Shepsky puppies. And you can see, if you scroll down a little bit to the top search terms, you can see with Pro or Boost, you can show 43 more results there. Yeah. If you can just click show more there.
Yeah,
and then you can see all of this stuff. So now you're starting to understand the universe of keywords around Shepsky. And then you can actually click on each one of these terms and look at our keyword inspector and go to its keyword universe.
Jeremy, so, the segue into our product here is amazing. I applaud you.
Well, I mean, I'm not selling it.
But like this is what we do. This is, as you say, this is like the keyword exploration. We've found a channel about a type of breed of dog, and they don't use that keyword all in their titles. So this is what we're learning here, isn't it?
Absolutely. So then answer questions around these universe of keywords for Shepskys. And because this is a Shepsky, I have no idea if I'm saying that right or not. Then I think like 10 things you didn't know about German Shepherd Husky mixes.
Yes,
do things like that, and 5 things you didn't know about Shepskys, and create videos and answer questions about what people are asking. Don't just create content that you want. And that's a good foundation to where after you have 20,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 subscribers, then you can do whatever you want. Evan Carmichael, who was in the chat a little bit earlier, with almost 2 million subscribers, can do whatever he wants because he has an audience, right? But on the way to getting an audience, you need to find an audience, and answering the questions people are asking about this specific type of dog is the way to get there.
And the final thing I would just note here, folks, first of all, the keyword score. There is search volume, but very little competition, which is always useful to know. And if you look at the top search results here, 300 subscribers, top search result, 1,000 views. And if we scroll down, 500 subscribers, 5,000 views. So a channel the same size as Shepsky, Lexi the Shepsky, is ranking at the very top of the search terms for this type of content. So there's a massive window of opportunity here to become an authority and dominate this topic, which I think is really useful to know for this channel. So Lexi the Shepsky, what we would be saying here is that I think you're doing awesome content. Make sure to try and include more about the breed of your dog and using that as a keyword to help people find your content a little more. But yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity here for this channel. All right, we're going to look here at one of our moderators. So thank you for moderating. This was completely random, by the way. I didn't know I was bringing up this channel to review, but they are a moderator. Thank you very much. Advanced Gamer 411, 370 subscribers. And what could we say about this one, Jeremy, other than, if I look at the last few videos, something about Call of Duty, something about Fortnite, something about Uncharted, Fortnite, Black Ops, Fortnite. Those are the last 6 videos. 3 different games. What is your channel focus? And if we look at the ones with the most views, I think it's the ones that are Fortnite. So I'll be focusing on the Fortnite videos. And again, really competitive market. Can you find a niche in that area? That's going to be the question that you are looking to answer for your audience. Any more thoughts here? Generally, Jeremy, from a channel that does videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
I would argue that you should make this channel about you and put your face up on the banner and have you as a game reviewer or whatever you do best.
Yeah, we do talk about this a lot, don't we? Like making gaming channels, making the personality behind it as important as the content, because eventually the game's going to have less interest. You've got to have an audience to go somewhere else. much like what PewDiePie's done and a lot of the big gamers.
Yeah, and you know, at the end of the day, it's I have a little story. So I am old. I skateboard. I started my skateboard channel real serious about a month ago. I actually really started, you know, doing my skateboard channel. And what I found is people got mad at me because I started like showing all these semi-pro skaters and like really good like sponsored skaters on my skate channel. And people are like, no, we're here for you. Even though you're a terrible skater and you're old, they're there for me on my journey of getting better and progressing and never giving up and all the things I talk about. So I'm now starting a segment just for the people that actually want to see me succeed. So it's pretty interesting that if you don't have a personality, if it's not about you, if your channel's not about you, if you don't have you-ness in your channel, what is your channel? Now, I could argue 5 years ago, you could have a channel about all kinds of things, so cooking or baking or whatever it is, and people are just looking for a recipe or they're just looking for this. But in 2019, I think it's really about establishing a core base of people that are going to continue to watch and have that watch time every single month. I don't think you can just passively kind of drive by topics and expect to rank anymore at all.
And it's a big philosophical question that we more or less explore every single week, isn't it? About you versus your content versus the long-term YouTube journey. And if you watch vidIQ, watch videos from 3 years ago and see how much it's changed in terms of personality and putting myself in front of camera and all of the guests that we have on to create a community outside of just teaching you how to grow your channel. We want you to have fun doing so. All right, with that being said, we're going to take it now to the questions and answers section of the live stream. What you can do here is ask us any question about YouTube, your channel, or vidIQ over the next 5 minutes. What I want you to do, folks, is put in the chat hashtag question. That helps Jeremy and myself pick out the question and answer it. And as soon as I see the first hashtag question in the chat, we will start the timer and we're going to do this for 5 minutes. Yes, Sean Gaming, you have put in hashtag question, but we need an actual question. All right, so the first ones are coming in right now. So let's start. And that one comes from Hayes Who's. How do I flash new subs on screen like you guys? Okay, so this is through Streamlabs. It's a free program to download and is a source called Alert Boxes, which means that it shows you when a new subscriber is subscribed to the channel. So that's through Streamlabs and Alert Boxes. Probably need to do a YouTube search to find out more information about that. Jeremy, what's next?
You know, a lot of people are asking, how do I get more views or how do I get more subscribers? Well, we're not seeing your channel right now. So try to ask a little more specific questions if you don't mind, because we'd have to go into your channel and figure that out. But at the end of the day, it's probably about focus, answering questions people are asking, and going 2 inches wide and a mile deep.
Welcome 234 asks, why do famous YouTubers get dislikes on their videos? A very simple way to look at this is that 20% of people are always going to love your content. 20% of people are always going to hate your content. Your job is to try and convince the other 60% to love your content. So there's always going to be haters. So there's some people who always, I'm going to put this in quotations, love to see the world burn. Whether it's a personality, a business, or whoever's been successful, there's that envy, jealousy, and they want to see them fail. And that is something that's huge in Britain. There's a lot of tabloid newspapers that are built around that premise of like David Beckham being successful and then seeing him fall. So that just happens, but the video creators and personalities and famous people just learn to deal with it and focus on the positivity. Why spend any energy on negativity, I would say. Jeremy, what have we got next?
Speaking of negativity, our own Leron asks, Jeremy, can you say Shupski again?
and he just has. Thank you, the Good Nerds family for the super chat of €2. The question is, I love you guys, i.e. Jeremy and I. Do you love me? We absolutely adore every single one of you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Winky winky on the emoji. Jeremy, next question.
Can you say winky winky again?
Winky winky. Boop the snoot and winky winky.
All right. How do I add links on my banner? I'll let you take this, Rob.
Okay, so this, I assume this is not like links baked into the channel banner. It's actually links next to the channel banner. So what you would need to do is you go to the desktop version of your channel, you click on customization or edit channel, and then you've got the option, I think, at the very bottom to add links. So you can add like an Instagram link, YouTube link, and so on. So yeah, that's how you do it. Do it through desktop, customize channel. But bear in mind this, when you think about how many people probably visit your channel desktop page, it's probably going to be quite not many. It's worth setting up because it's only a 2-minute job, but don't expect loads of visits to those links just for that reason. Next question then is the 9th doctor asks, why does focus help? How do I know what to focus on? Is there any way to not focus so much but not suffer from it? Jeremy, I'll let you field that one.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you should figure out what you're most passionate about and how you can help the world the best, or how you can entertain the world the best. With over 500 hours uploaded to YouTube every minute and 2 billion YouTube viewers, you're probably going to be more likely to find a small audience of people similar to you or similar to your interests or your belief systems as you would to cast a wide net. I always say it's hard to fish in the ocean, but it's easy to fish in a barrel. So when you're able to, I call this matching your passion with the intent of search, when you're able to find a nice balance of what you bring to the world and what the world wants in return, that's when you're going to find your sweet spot. But look internally, not externally, right? So I basically like my family, skateboarding, and YouTube. That's about it. So I have 3 things to talk about. And it's pretty easy. Like, don't overthink it. This is actually quite simple. You could probably figure out your 3 things in seconds. Evan Carmichael has a book called Believe, and he has a whole philosophy that what's your one word? What's the one thing that gets you going in the morning? And if you really think about that and you act on that, you will find your focus.
My word usually around this time of the day is food because I'm getting hungry. The Crazy Banana asks, this is a challenging question, isn't it funny that vidIQ's Chrome extension rates this stream that you're watching now only 21.9 out of 100, basically saying that this video is not very good. So let me just explain how the vidIQ score works. It works out your view counts and then places it against engagement. So what that's basically saying is that the video doesn't have that many views and it doesn't have that much engagement. And that is true of a live stream. You're absolutely right. It will take a little while for that to aggregate. So not the best example on a live stream. Do me a favor, search for how to start a gaming channel on YouTube. The top result will be a vidIQ video. Click on that one and see what the vidIQ score is there. And it should be probably in the 70s or 80s. Not every video is going to be a super success. And it does take time for your video to get those views and engagement to then be rated highly. So yeah, you're absolutely right. This video right now is not a super video in terms of reaching a massive audience, but what we're doing here is we're addressing your direct questions and reaching out to the community, those who are really engaged with our content and the people we want to help most. And hopefully that answers your question. Thank you very much for the quick fire round there. And what I want to do now is quickly segue into telling you that every Thursday, I think this is now almost official, Jeremy, Liron, Travis, and myself, whatever rotation we pick, we are going to be doing a Q&A live stream. This is every Thursday. We love your questions and we love answering them. So yeah, if you want to join us for a dedicated live stream which does nothing but addressing your questions about YouTube, vidIQ, your channel, then make sure to join us on Thursday. We haven't quite settled on a time yet, but it's usually in between 10 to 12 Pacific Standard Time, which is between 6 to 8 UTC time. With all that being said, we're going to do our final round of audits, but I need to go load some up, so we're going to take another 2 or 3 minute break. But yeah, when we get back, we're going to be taking a look at some more of your channels. Jeremy, as always, Radio Silence will be back in about 3 minutes. If your YouTube channel is stuck in a rut, maybe it's time you gave it the vidIQ boost treatment. Still not convinced? Here's 10 reasons why you should.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
With vidIQ Boost, you have complete access to one of the most powerful marketing tools on YouTube, the channel Audit. It will show you in a snapshot what's working on your channel, what isn't working on your channel, and all of those little things like titles, tags, and end screens that you need to fix. We also take the guesswork out of search engine optimization with our keyword suggestion tools. Knowing what people are searching for means you know what to include in your titles, tags, and descriptions, all of which you can add with a single click. With our competitor tracking tool, you can follow up to 20 channels working in the same video space as you. If their content is catching fire, chances are they're doing something right and you need to add your own spin to the topic. One of our Boost exclusive tools is Bulk SEO. This analyzes content you have already published and shows you how people are finding that content and how you can improve it further with keywords you're not even using. Have vidIQ do the work for you by alerting you through email with a list of videos that are trending based on your search criteria. If you see a trend blowing up, it's time to ride that wave for massive channel growth. Want to quickly post videos natively on Facebook rather than YouTube links? Our syndication tool can do that for you in just a few easy clicks. Through subscriber analysis, you can discover what your fans do when they're not watching you. This can help you discover new video topics and channels of interest, as well as understanding when your subscribers are online, so you know the best time to publish your content. Have you ever wanted to know which channels covering similar topics to you are having viral moments, no matter how big or indeed how small the channel is? Our most viewed tool will help you uncover those hidden gems. With vidIQ Boost, you also get vidIQ Pro features as well, which include our titles, tags and descriptions translation tool, as well as the controversial keyword checker, saving you from possible demonetization flags. And while we're on the subject of upgrade banners and locked features and rocket icons you might have seen as a vidIQ free user, with vidIQ Boost, all of this goes away. You have complete access to every single one of our tools. Our support team is available and ready to answer your questions in the supported languages on screen now. Start boosting your channel today and let us educate you on your YouTube journey. All right, then, we are back and we are pretty much going to jump straight into this for the final round of audits. And what we always try and do at the end of this live stream is try and squeeze in as many channels as we can to help you. So it is the quick fire audit round. So Jeremy, what we usually do here is we take a look at a channel each and maybe give them one piece of advice per channel. And can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start with this channel, which is, and here we go, the quickfire audit round, the Games and Writers Show Go. What are we looking at here?
All right, I like the banner, even though I don't really like white on a banner because it's hard to see through the clutter of YouTube itself. Love the consistency of the thumbnails. I would like to see a little more visuals, in the thumbnails. So if they're talking about a specific book or game, to show that in the background other than just pure blue, because it's kind of boring. And then S1E19, none of that matters. Either throw that away or put it in the very back. It actually matters where your keywords are. So interview with, I would actually put the person's name first or what game or movie they're involved with.
As an example, this one here, interview with actress and film blogger who, because it got cut off by the title. So it should be much better with Rose Sanchez, an interview with might be the better way of using that, titling that.
Exactly. And people are going to not see the person's name. It's just going to show ... unless you click on the video.
All right, but it looks like a good channel, well focused. Sometimes we say the simplest thumbnails are the most powerful, and this is kind of almost there, isn't it? Very simple. Maybe just needs a bit more storytelling in the thumbnails to push you to the next level. Next channel here, then we have FX Acrylics. We always tend to get an acrylics channel every couple of weeks, and what we always try and encourage people here is what is the hero of your channel? It's definitely the final finished product of your acrylic painting. And a lot of your thumbnails seem to be relatively strong in that sense. This is where it might help if you could almost doctor the image a little bit to give it a bit more punch, add a bit of vibrancy. But I think they're fairly strong here. In terms of the keywords, I'm assuming this is the 014Y. That must be some sort of type of color. A number maybe, color. So that I think that's good, useful keyword content there. I mean, I guess one thing may be to look at your most popular videos, and is there anything that people particularly reacted well to? Perhaps this ratchet one, or something that, or looking at the videos that will have the longer watch time. I think things are very generally strong here. It's good focus. Channel's only 2 months old as well. Over 100 subscribers already, so a lot of good things here. You've got more views and subscribers in many of these videos, so I think there's good stuff going on here. Jeremy, would you add anything, or just for the channel to keep doing exactly what they're doing?
I would just say phenomenal job. You're getting hundreds and hundreds of views on average with only 100 subscribers. So you're kicking butt. Yeah. Thumbnails are amazing. Just saturate the colors more, but find a angle, because there's so many of these acrylic channels now. You got to find your special sauce. Add your special sauce to what makes it authentic. If it's you, put your face in the thumbnails, but find a way to break out of the norm.
Yep, this video I think is one with the second most views, and this looks like it has a little bit of a different angle to it, like color selection. And the one with the most views I think is probably the best thumbnail, isn't it? Because that one there, that kind of looks like a planet to me. Yeah. So it looks really nice and powerful, but keep going with that one. FX Acrylics. FIFA Freestyle 22. Jeremy, you are an expert on football and soccer. Take it away.
Absolutely. I did the footballs last night. No, I'm just kidding. Your text is not readable. Too much text. I would rather see a foot in a football, or a field or something that you're talking about juggling than your text. The trust that people are going to read your title if they stop and look at your thumbnail. So try to find way more colorful, better thumbnails. Take still images of someone juggling or someone doing soccer or something, and just focus on taking that perfect shot, making it really saturated and colorful, and then just remove all that text because it's not helping you.
I think, as an example, this one here, my new juggling record at 2,000 plus, you've almost given away the whole story in your thumbnail and done too much. And especially with videos like this, there needs to be some sort of storytelling arc in a static image, and that would help by the focus being on the foot and the ball being in the air, and then maybe like a question mark, like how many times did you do it, or new juggling record, and then have 2,000 plus in the thumbnail but nothing else. And I think that would be a good way to connect the title and the thumbnail. So telling a better story through the images rather than the words in your thumbnails for that channel there. Next one we're looking at here is Tango 47. Because you've used a static, like a generic thumbnail template, I think, I'm presuming it's not about landscapes per se, because you've put day 2 I quit. And it looks as if it's a channel about how to maybe quit bad habits. Maybe that's how I'm picking it up a little bit. But you got something about the Nissan Titan, and then Happy Easter. I think basically, what is your channel about? Because I have very little clue from the different topics that you're looking at. You've got one video here that has 1,700 views, which is incredible, compared to all the other ones. Although it does only have 4 likes. So where was that shared? I mean, that might be where you start your YouTube career, like how to make amazing different types of soups, if that is the one with the most views. But yeah, I mean, Jeremy, do you have really any... So there's a bit about power walls and plugs, but it looks as if it's too much topic jumping here. Find your focus. Would that be where we're looking at here for this channel?
Yeah, I would just say find your focus. Don't worry about how many subs and views and all that stuff you get. or buying stuff. Just go make great content with a focus, and you've got this.
Yeah, just as I finish off here, when he did like a lot of videos on power walls, look at the view count. So like in the 50 plus, a couple of triple digit ones, and then when you go to what looks to be more vloggy stuff, the audience has completely dropped off. So when you had a bit of a focus on the channel, and this was over a year ago, that's what people seem to be reacting well to. So whatever journey you take, whether it is with power walls or soup or vlogging, make sure you stick to that for the foreseeable future of your content. Let me try it again. Animirani Gamer. Wow, I think I got that right the second time. 300 subscribers. What are we seeing here, Jeremy, from a relatively new channel here? Only a couple of months old, so some good progress here already with their content.
Yeah, you know, I actually like the icon on the bottom right-hand side of the thumbnails because it is consistent and there's enough other stuff going on to where it does make sense. I like the colors. I would just say keep on animating and you got this. Keep on going. Definitely need more keywords in your titles, though.
Looks as if the channel is doing Brawl Stars, which is a game, predominantly, but then I don't know if there's some other stuff about Photoshop in here as well. But all of the videos that you're making, and the fact that some of them are live streams as well, the fact that you're getting hundreds of views for the size of your channel is awesome. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right there, Jeremy. Keep up with that. Missy Ellie, congratulations on hitting 600 subscribers. So what do we, it looks as if it's very much a vlog opinion piece type of content to camera. So what we'll be thinking about here in terms of how they can tweak their thumbnails and what the content is about.
Yeah, I would say on the banner, just, we don't know what your content's about.
Yeah, good point.
And then honestly, on the titles and your thumbnails, we don't know what your content's about. So Family Day and Morning with Missy and Uplifted Saturday, we still don't know what you're about. So make sure that you're using keywords that answer questions or answer entertainment that people are searching for, and then create your messaging and your thumbnails around what people are going to click on.
My final advice would be, Ellie, just spend an afternoon in front of a well-lit background, whatever you want to use, and just take a couple of YouTube reaction shots, whether you're shocked, happy, pointing at something. So you've got a template of images, and just learn a little bit through Photoshop or whatever program you want to use about how you can get like pointing at, just as an example here. You have your hand displaying something, but we can't really see what that is. So you just spend a little time building thumbnails, which are really powerful and tell a better story. And that's usually done by having a template and then just dropping in different images and items. This one's about, well, Morning with Missy, but I don't know, is that like a to-do list maybe? That's where you may want to start to find an appropriate image to use next to you with that pose for that type of content. Jeremy, next we have Hamiltonville Farm. We're a channel with over 1,000 subscribers, and it looks as if there's a good channel focus here about is it about farming equipment or like a family living on a farm and sharing their stories. Whatever that is, the channel seems relatively strong in terms of their audience. Some videos getting nearly 1,000 views versus the 1,000 subscribers they have, which is brilliant. Red text is a little, the white text on red background, maybe that's a little distracting versus the thumbnails, but some pretty good stuff going on here on this channel. Yeah,
I think all in all, they're doing a good job. I'm not 100% convinced this channel needs text.
Okay.
And the reason for that is so many tractors. I would like to see 2 or 3 tractors in a row, and then the title is like, too many tractors, ? Or something like that, or what tractors does a farmer need? Answering questions people are asking. And, you know, a lot of kids actually watch tractor videos, believe it or not. So a lot of like these like tractor like companies and stuff are now creating content for both for their customers and children, because kids type in tractors. They want to see tractors all the time. So, and then with like the chicks and things like this, kids are going to actually come to this content because just boys like equipment and tractors and things. So you want to be thinking that way. But I would say that a stronger title with keyword intent and a thumbnail just with the visuals of what you're talking about is going to give you a better view, subscribers, and retention.
I think you say this every week, Jeremy. It's like kids are always searching for this these days, whether it's tractors or skateboards or like food ASMR. There's always something that children are searching for, all like completely safe and legitimate, but it's always something a little unusual. One final thing I would point to here, I think the channel icon is serving absolutely no purpose here because it's too small, it's too detailed. Sorry, right. The logo is far too big, yet the logo is far too detailed for you to be able to pick anything out. So, as you say, the text and the logo is taking 30% of each of the thumbnails, and maybe that needs a little bit of tweaking. But generally speaking, another strong channel there. What have we got here? MLB Perfect Inning 2019. Channel with 350 subscribers, and looks as if you're always targeting the same keyword pretty much every time. MLB PI, maybe it needs to be perfect innings. Is anyone searching for MLB PI? Let's do a quick search for that. My answer will be no. Is anyone searching for perfect innings? Yes. So maybe to be more keyword rich intent, have it be MLB perfect innings as your title. If you're going to use that, thumbnails seem relatively strong. There's a lot of consistency here going on. I think they look unique here, Jeremy. I've never really seen this sort of style used where they have a background, but they've kind of used this, they've increased the opacity, made it a little bit transparent. So you always have that baseball field background feel, but then there's some good focus on the in front of that. Maybe a little bit busy in some of them, but generally very strong.
Yeah, I love the background concept. Yeah. I would just say a lot of it's too busy.
Yeah, an example of one might be perhaps this exhibition match where you've got the club logo, an action of somebody swinging, and then a username, whoever that is. Maybe simplify things a little bit there. But you're in the baseball season, which is good, so you're now tracking that. If there's any like big matchups coming up, like if it's Red Sox versus Yankees on a particular weekend, could you focus on that? Or any deals going on, or I don't know, baseball stories that you can incorporate into your content to follow a trend? That might be a good idea as well. But I think generally speaking, we've said this quite often, Jeremy, today, a small channel, but with a healthy number of views, which means that the channel is growing and a lot of content being pushed out as well. So I think all thumbs up all around there for Choose to Game, which is the channel. What do we have here, Jeremy? Which is a channel, I'll let you pronounce this one.
Dollop Animations.
It's done beautifully. Well done.
Sometimes I can actually talk. Sometimes. You know what? I'm just going to guess that the person doing this channel might be a little bit young. I could be wrong. So first off, I'm going to say, looks like you're just getting started, maybe 9 months ago, and getting active a few months ago. So the first thing I want to say is keep on going.
Absolutely,
creating content. You got this. It's so exciting. YouTube is so fun and animation is so fun. So I would just encourage you just to keep on going as you're going, and make sure that you're looking at some of the best animation channels in the world, like Odd Ones Out, and see what kind of titles they're using, what their thumbnails look like, what their titles look like, and then go make your own version of that. Don't reinvent the wheel, but make it yours. As you're developing more characters, name them and have them in the thumbnails, and start developing better storytelling, visual storytelling elements, so that people will keep on coming back and watching your videos.
Yep, absolutely. You're right. There's an animator here on a journey on YouTube. You may also want to look at other platforms as well. And the reason I'm saying that is because each of these videos are very short, so like 5 seconds, 2 seconds. Maybe you want to be sharing it on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you have a presence
TikTok.
as well. TikTok, absolutely. And there's something interesting here in that even though the thumbnails look as if they're relatively simple and not well done, there is some sort of there's a disruptive force sometimes on thumbnails where it can look deceptively simple but can be very powerful. For example, this one here, even though it is super simple, like a little man and a star there, if that was connected with a really intriguing title, that could potentially be a really powerful thumbnail, couldn't it? If it was tweaked a little more. So I think keep the simplicity in your thumbnails, and as Jeremy says, just keep at it, improving 1% every time to make your channel and your thumbnails better. And I'm going to try the pronunciation now. It's Dollop Animations. Just rolls off the tongue. All right, we have here Lexa, channel with nearly 4,000 subscribers. So first of all, it looks as if you're a Fortnite channel and you already have made an impact in that area. You can guess what I'm probably going to do at this point. I want to know how you've got 4,000 subscribers in a very competitive field. So I'm going to sort by the most popular videos. And then you have these ones here, which look to be, I would say, whenever you do something around controllers, each of the top 4 videos have a controller in the thumbnail, and it's something to do with settings. Those are the videos that are the strongest for you. Can you create a series on like best controller setups or the history of settings changes on Fortnite, or like good macro combos, or whatever it is in Fortnite that can be really strong? And I see you're doing this as well in videos, like another one here with best controller settings. Yeah, I think this is interesting. This is like the, oh, hang on, that was the most popular. Let me do it by newest again. So like best high ground methods, improve graphics, get more views. Right, here we go. Look at this, Jeremy. I've managed to predict the best video views, best elite controller setup, 3,000 views, and then when you look at other topics within Fortnite, you can see how the views change. So you could become the premier video creator specifically on that real niche thing, 2 inches wide, a mile deep, on controller settings, like controller skins, all that sort of stuff.
And graphic acceleration and things, they're doing good too. So
right.
Maybe instead of talking about the video games, maybe you should actually help people make their video game experience better with controllers and graphic settings and, you know, things like that. That's where you're getting the most bang for your buck. And vidIQ, we always say double down. So whatever's working the best, one of the reasons we always sort by most popular is we want you to go do more of that. For some reason, YouTube has preferenced you on those things, and it's what your audience seems to watch and like the most.
So one thing you might want to try as an experiment here is Lexa, is you've got the best elite controller setup for Fortnite. Try best elite controller setup or similar keywords for Apex Legends, because that's another big video game that's out. And if you get, say, maybe more views than this one that's about Fortnite but a different topic, then that's a trigger in your head. It's like, I am somehow becoming an authority on settings or controllers in your space. Jeremy, we have Ames PUBG Mobile. What have we got here? Channel 250 subscribers.
Love the thumbnails.
Yeah, really why? I mean, we talked a lot about improving thumbnails, but what is standing out here as why you like these thumbnails?
Now, I will say that they do need a lot of improvement, but what I like about them is the topography is similar every time. Mm-hmm. Even though sometimes there's too much text, it definitely is unique enough to stand out on its own. So these thumbnails look like, I would imagine this would be the same channel every time.
Yep. Any thoughts on like the type of content here? Channel's getting maybe 50 to 100 views on most videos. Sticking to the focus of this one game. I think really we just have to look back to how this channel is starting to find its own niche within the controller business of video games. Can we do perhaps the same thing here for this channel? Do they have any like standout videos? So no standout videos yet. They're still trying to find their hole to drill down into, I guess, in terms of the content that they're doing.
Yeah, just keep on going. Keep on practicing and experimenting. You're doing great for the amount of subscribers.
Oh, yeah, and the channel's only a month old as well, Jeremy. I didn't even see that. So,
totally kicking butt. So we want you to just double down, keep on going.
Yeah, you just need to find that mark, that place on PUBG to stamp your authority. And once you're there, double down, as we often say. And finally here, the kiddie, regular live streams, another Brawl Stars channel here. It looks as if you've had some very early success on Gods of Olympus, getting 6,000 views on that video, which is awesome. Double down on that, which you are doing right now with a live stream, it looks like here, which is awesome to see. Some good thumbnails, would you agree with here, Jeremy? Like not too much text, strong use of powerful imagery from the games that you're playing. I think just following the general advice that we've given to others. I would also say is like just take a look at the videos that really are... So double down on your best content, but also trim the fat. You've got 4,000 subscribers. If you're getting videos with views of like 80 views or like less than 100, those are probably videos that you just want to move into the bin and just concentrate on the stuff that's really working for your channel.
And I would just up your title game. Make sure that you start with what people are searching for within the game. Yeah. So your titles are, I would say, the weakest part of your channel, but you're doing great. But
I think this is a good example here of where they're using really concurrent trending, like, it's very simple. April 29 update, Gods of Olympus. That did really well. Could you do that with all of the other games you're covering for that up-to-date news information that people are always trying to find out for with video games? And that, ladies and gentlemen, that was a bit of a long run there on the quickfire round, but we wanted to try and get through as many as we could there to finish off this live stream. Let me just bring Jeremy back onto full screen here as we say our goodbyes to everybody. It's been an awesome live stream as usual. Hope you enjoyed it. If we didn't get to your channel today, we do apologise. Jeremy, have a guess how many channel submissions we had today?
Oh man, probably 120.
161. That is one of the biggest we've ever had. Thank you very much. If we didn't cover it this week, as we say, hopefully the information that we gave you generally will help your channel. You've got the vidIQ Chrome extension to download and get the channel audit 24/7. Jeremy, who are we saying goodbye to in the live stream?
I definitely want to say thank you to Dr. Steen.
Oh, yeah.
Leron, Travis. Hayes House is always doing a great job for us. Hayes House, keep it up and we'll make you a mod next week if you would like. Skylar, the creator, as always, giving a lot of value. If you guys are giving value and really serious about helping us in the community, we want to give back to you. So we really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you very much to all of them. We had a couple of super chats that came through here with KC3FSX. Nick, thank you for the 2 super chats you gave there, which was really useful. You're wanting to collab with anybody, so if anybody wants to collab with KC3FSX Nick, then make sure to hit him up. Thank you to Missy Moo for the $5 super chat there. We're always grateful and we'll try and help as many as we can. The Good Nerds family just gave us lots of super chats here, so thank you very much for the 3 super chats you gave us. And Pokemon Mikey asks with a $2 super chat, do you have a mobile vidIQ plan for the future? Yes, we do. Stay tuned. It is almost ready and you'll find out about that very, very soon. With all that being said, goodbye to the following, which is King, Jeremy waving a little too prematurely there. He thought he was done, but not just yet. King, Saijan, I'm Micah, ZZ, Akami, Vadu22, Lisa Pittman, the Gaming Master, the Ninth Doctor. Who else have we got here? Electricity, Casey Green, Silly Mum for Life, Blade, a Millionaire Mind. Thanks for the love. Jeremy, who else are we saying goodbye to?
All right. We have Sean Gaming, Amazon Media, The Gender Optimist, Hayes House, The Gaming Excite, Alex, JS, DM Creation, Number One Martin, Abba, Singal.
Yeah. And who else we got? Lucas and Faith, Karina Brown, Amazon Media TV. Thank you, Amazon, for subscribing to us. Jeff Bezos, if you want to super chat any money to us, we would gratefully appreciate that if the divorce didn't cost you too much and get a bit topical there. And Dr. Sten, thank you as always. Thumbs up to you. Everybody, it's been a pleasure. And we will be back I think tomorrow, because we're going to do a brand new live stream. That's another reveal here, where we're going to be taking you through how to use the vidIQ products, like a producter. It is amazing. We've been keeping this under wraps a little bit, but we're going to go public with that tomorrow. And we're looking forward to that. And of course, questions and answers on Thursday. Wow, Jeremy, we're just at it every single day, all day. But that's because we want to help you grow your channels. With that, Jeremy, you can now start waving, because we are going to say goodbye. Everybody, it's been an honor. It's been a privilege. Thank you for spending more than 90 minutes with us today. Enjoy the rest of your video making day. We'll be back soon. Bye.